We've had a few projects that just haven't quite gone the way we hoped, or like to a much lesser scale than like MrBeast, like canceling a $500,000 video or something like that. But either like we still learn something from it, and we might end up using part of that project in another project down the road. But that's something like our fans really appreciate in the early days. We still try and show it in today's videos. It's just like we show when we like hit like a roadblock. Because it's just like, no, nothing ever works according to plan. And with YouTube, with you being able to cherry pick what you show to the audience, it's very easy to make it feel like that. And I think you lose a lot of that relatability and authenticity if you do just like snap your fingers and you're good to go. It's like, no, this was actually really hard to do. Like, we hit this, we did that. Like, the MrBeast lightsaber video. We could have just done a video of like, we made MrBeast do lightsabers, and we show how we made the lightsabers. But what ended up happening is when we went to film with him, me and my business partner were kind of goofing around before the shoot. And we almost ruined his video.
I watched this one. Okay, I watched this one.
So like,
is this why Yuri told me not to let you guys in the showroom with your one wheels?
Probably. So filming was at a ice rink. And I haven't been in an ice rink in a decade. So naturally we're like, how far can we slide? And we're like sliding around and whatnot. And they had this big red carpet laid out. And they had the 2 safes in place.
And they were going to cut through the safes with the lightsaber, right? Okay.
So then what happened was me and Ian started doing little races here and there. And then I was just like, I had the genius idea. I'm like, okay, let's both start on the carpet. So we got like,
but this is where the safes were.
So literally it's just like 3, 2, 1. We push off the carpet, get onto the ice, and as we're sliding away, we hear the safe, just one of them, fall and completely shatter the door.
And you know, like the timeline that this video is on.
Literally, like I think we had an hour before MrBeast was supposed to show up. The production crew looked like they were gonna murder us. They were like, what the fuck? Like, it was hilarious. So we didn't actually get any footage immediately after because our camera guy kind of felt involved because he was filming us racing because of course he would. So it's funny, he hid behind the Zamboni for like 5 minutes and he's just like freaking out
to not get in trouble.
Even though it was obviously us. And like the funny thing was it was me and my business partner, and even like Bogdan, he was just like at the side and he saw the whole thing happen. He's just like oh my God. But we MacGyvered the shit out of the situation. We collected all the gallium. We got like a snack bowl from the kitchen. We used the lightsaber to melt the metal back down. We took it into the garage out back. We put the gallium back into the crack to reform the door. And then while we're doing that, the guy's like, when we made this door, it took like 3 hours for the gallium to like solidify.
So the gallium was what made it easier to cut out the safe?
So the lightsaber can go through a steel safe, but it takes way too long. And for MrBeast, being concise is key. So they actually came up with this idea. It's just like, oh, well, if you go along the dotted line, it'll cut a lot faster because gallium melts really easy. But gallium also gets really brittle, which is why all the problems happen. So anyways, we had this idea. We had, like, what else do we have? Well, we got propane. What happens when you open up a propane tank?
She gets cold.
So we were literally pouring liquid propane onto the gallium, and we were able to freeze it in a matter of minutes.
Nice. Thanks, Mitch. That's good. I love that. I love that.
And because of the way we put the video, like I put the rest of the video together after we got back, and I started the narrative of like MrBeast asked us to make this in this short timeline, which was true. And kept the excitement up through the video, and then we show MrBeast the lightsaber. This is all cool, and then it's just like, all right, showtime. Disaster. And people love that, like having that, like, you know. And it's funny because like once we solved it, like one of MrBeast's producers is like, well, you got a hell of a good video out of this, and we're like, oh yeah, we do. And 10 million views.